Hi, my name is Mark and welcome to my channel, Fishing Around Colorado Springs. This video is part of my Where to Go Camping Around Colorado Springs, and I'm going to show you how I winterize my pop-up camper. Right now, it is late October 2024. Today was an absolutely beautiful day, like 65 degrees, but the evenings are getting pretty cold. They're dipping into the 40s, and before you know it, it's gonna be freezing. And the last thing you wanna do is have your camper freeze at night and all the water and those lines freeze and crack. Then you're gonna have a mess on your hands next year when you go camping. So I'm going to show you how I personally like to winterize my camper. Now, it's really not rocket science. It's really simple, but I like to go through a couple little extra precautions. And the first one being, I'm gonna blow out my lines first with some air before I add in the Splash RV and Marina antifreeze. Now, there's two ways that you can add your antifreeze, and I'm gonna go over both, but I'm only gonna really do it one way for this video. Now, before I get started blowing out the system and adding the antifreeze, I'm gonna go around the camper. I'm gonna make sure that I undo all of the caps. This cap is for the shower, and this cap right here is leading from the sink. Now, right here is the back of the hot water tank. We're not gonna put any antifreeze in this, but we do wanna make sure that it's all dried out. Right here is your pressure release, so if you had any water left over, it's good to release that pressure before you take out your cap here. Now, this rod is what all the sediment and stuff clings to make sure that your hot water tank doesn't get corrosion or rusty. Now, this will, erode after a while, so you do want to keep an eye on it and check it out. Once it loses 75% of its mass is when you want to replace it. But this is all good to go right now. So I'm just gonna put that rod right there and close this up. While we're here, we're going to check out the exterior low drain lines. Here's the drain lines. And when you're gonna blow everything out, you need to make sure to take that out. I'm gonna get water on. Should have saw that coming. To make sure that we get any water that is in the lines out, and this is the best way to do it. All that water coming out, and we're gonna put these caps back on later. But for now, we're gonna leave it just like this. Now that we have everything pretty much taken care of on the exterior of the camper, let's take care of some things on the interior. Pretty simple stuff for inside. We just wanna make sure that we have the lines open to the sink, and we wanna make sure we have our hot and cold water lines open to the shower. Now let's head underneath to the hot water tank. Inside here is our hot water tank, and this is also where we're going to put the antifreeze. But we want to make sure that antifreeze does not go into the hot water tank. So we're going to cut the line right here and right there, and we're going to make sure that this line should stay open, which is the bypass. So no water is going to go into the hot water tank. Now, this line right here is where the antifreeze is going to get sucked into. So we need to activate this and deactivate the rest. So I could not turn the nozzle with the camera where it is. So if you can see right there, I turned that nozzle so the handle was going this way, and now it's pointing towards my line that's going to be the intake right here. Looks like we pretty much have everything taken care of in here. So we're gonna go back out and we're gonna turn on the air compressor. We're gonna slowly just push some air through these pipes. I attached the other end of the air compressor line into the intake line where the city water goes into the camper. And my air compressor, I'm just gonna be really easy about this. You can already hear it. I barely even started. Let's go in here and check. A little bit came out. Nothing came out in here yet. I'm not even at 30 PSI. And I bet that's gonna do it. Yeah, we have little coming out. Now, while we're sending air through, we also have to check the exterior hose, which is on this side. Let's go ahead, pull the hose out. I mean, there's probably gonna be water, so I can't say much, but there, it's locked in. Get this opened up. Let's shoot some air through it. Nothing's coming out, so I pretty much had it emptied from before, so looking good. I am gonna leave this attached because we are gonna run some antifreeze through this hose as well. All right, I have my antifreeze ready to go. The cord is in the bottle. Now I'm going to fire this up. Okay, we're gonna see if hey, so we got some pink stuff coming out of the cold. So let's do the hot water. There it is. As long as we see the pink, we're good. Great. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do the shower. Okay, we need some pink stuff going through the shower. There, that's great. Now let's get the hot. Okay, the water's coming out through this hose. Pretty good. Look at that, that's perfect. So we're gonna just close that up. That's all we need. So the last thing I wanna do, now that I got the water pipes winterized, is do the toilet. And that's pretty simple to do. The toilet is not part of the regular system, has its own water system. And right here is where you add the water. So we want to make sure all the water is out of the system. There's water in here, but we're gonna add as much as we can in here. That looks great. We're just gonna run the toilet until we see the pink stuff come out. That's all there is to it. Now there is a second way that you can winterize your camper with the antifreeze, but it's gonna take a lot of antifreeze to do it. This is where you fill up for your main water reservoir. What I did was I just got a hose. I'm gonna put it right down in like this. And then all I do is take my antifreeze and you can fill up your tank just like that. But like I said, it could probably take a few gallons to fill up the bottom part of your reservoir to get it through your system. So I'm not sure if I really recommend this way, but it's easy. It just takes a lot of antifreeze. It is really that simple to winterize your camper. You don't have to take it to a shop and spend hundreds of dollars to do it. You just have to do it on your own and buy the liquid. And I bought this off of Amazon. It was a 6-pack and it wasn't very much. I will put the link in the description of this video so you can get it. But you can also go to an RV store, they sell it as well. And I did see it at a couple other stores. But thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure to subscribe, like, and ring that bell for future notifications. And you have a wonderful time camping and fishing.